Finding Your Voice, a practical self-help guide to stop stuttering. Originally written by Dominick A, revised and edited by ALIO Publishing Group, and narrated by ALIO Voices. Introduction. The incidence of stuttering among the general population in this country is about 1%, amounting to about 2 million as of this work. From this statistic alone, you can see the enormity and seriousness of the problem. The society in which we live has placed a definite imprint on our means of communication. We live in a world of words, one in which the stutterer feels constantly threatened and at odds. Culturally, our spoken words have become powerful weapons as we consider their impact in television, radio, advertising, politics, religion, propaganda, and our everyday living. People judge your character, your intellectual capacity, and your social standing by the way you talk. To be impressively intelligent when talking, to be master of one's fate lingo-wise, and to have a magnetic personality are necessary social qualities. Without them, one can easily be labeled as a bore or a deadhead. The stutterer feels lost and apart from others in this highly competitive verbal world. He feels that although others may have difficulties in life, they can cope with them and achieve success. He, on the other hand, argues that he cannot hide his affliction and as a result is more permanently crippled than others. He further rationalizes that persons with migraine headaches, asthma, stomach ulcers, etc. do suffer, but they can still go on living successfully, while he, being unable to speak fluently, has the added burden of social criticism, ridicule, and judgment. Along with these notions, he may also feel embittered and blame his particular culture with its telephones, dictaphones, and conference meetings. Many of these feelings of the stutterer may be legitimate, but little can be done realistically about it. The world is such as it is. The inability to speak well, to use words persuasively, and to get others to listen to you is a most powerful weapon. With words and a magnetic personality, Ronald Reagan became president, and evangelist Billy Graham swayed masses of people in his crusades. The stutterer need not become president or sway masses of people, but he can cure his stutter to the point of learning to speak and communicate effectively. Stop blaming others and everything for your speech impediment. Accept the fact that you do have a serious problem, that it has interfered with your living for some time, and that you are sick and tired of it. Stand squarely on both feet, place your shoulders back, and begin to earnestly tackle your problem. Tell yourself, I can learn to speak more fluently. My speech is not going to stand in the way of my living, and I can do something about it. Keep listening and you'll discover firsthand how and why you stutter and the steps and means you can take to reach a successful cure. Your travels throughout this hazardous course will not be easy, but with sincere belief, effort, and motivation, you will become a cured stutterer. Have courage and patience, and keep listening. Chapter 1. Stuttering Facts and Characteristics. In simple terms, stuttering may be defined as a disturbance in the smooth flow of speech due to tonic and clonic spasms. Wendell Johnson gives the following analogy. In certain respects, stuttering consists of behavior quite like that of a tightrope acrobat who is not entirely sure of himself. Much of the time he gets along all right, but now and then he is overtaken by the thought that he might fall off the rope. When that happens, he has an anticipatory, apprehensive, hypertonic avoidance reaction. That is, he 1. Expects to fall off the rope, 2. Dreads it, and 3. Stiffens and becomes unsteady in anticipation of the fall, and in 4. Trying to avoid it. What he does in trying to avoid it amounts to a complete or partial stopping of his progress along the rope. What he does in falling off the rope consists in his attempt to keep from falling, to prevent the occurrence of something he expects, dreads, and would rather avoid. The following are some salient characteristics of stuttering. 1. The average stutterer stutters on about 10% of the words he speaks, and he produces the other 90% normally. 2. Most stutterers perform their stutter
Sample complete. Ready to continue?